Hello. Just trying to set up here. Uh-oh. Shut off my volume. Okay, guys. I am... Shut up. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Let me make sure I'm in the right place. And I can share... Let's see. I want to share this to my group. Okay. Fun Fold Friday. All right, guys. I think I'm settled. Let's see. Hi, Susan. How are you? I can always count on you for being here. So today, let me say hello. This is Donna from Donna's Creative Space. I am Donna Singleton. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Andover, Massachusetts. And if you're watching live or watching the replay, say hello. Tell me where you're from. I see Susan already has. But today I'm going to make a fun fold, and I'm going to use one of the new ink colors, and the new ink color is called Parakeet Party. It's a really pretty green. It reminds me of, I'm only using it for a sentiment, but it reminds me of lemon lime. Is that what we had? Let's see, about, I don't know, a couple of years ago was one of our ink colors. All right, so I made a fun fold in my team meeting the other night, and I usually record my team meetings, and I completely forgot. It's in Zoom, and I completely forgot to hit record. So I told them that I will do it in my Facebook Live. That way they can come back here and watch how to make it. So I gave them, let's see, where is that piece of paper? I gave them a list of things that they had to cut. And this is, you know, I supplied this before the meeting so that they can go ahead and cut their pieces. And I will, let's see, I'll move this up a little higher, and I'll leave this here for a second so that you can always come back to the screen and check out my measurements and everything. But I'll put this on my donnascreativespace.com so that you can check it out later. And I'll tell you the measurements as we go, but I do want to remind you, this is, oh gosh, I just realized that I didn't change the dates on this. So bear with me a second, because I printed this with the new host code and I forgot to change my date. So this was, I think I said May 18th, because my last one ended on the 15th. So if it's the 16th, I don't think anybody ordered in those 3 days. And then this is to the 31st. All right, this is the new host code. It is GTH7EZVP. So I have a new virtual card class that I'm going to do. The video will be loaded. It's either going to be a Facebook Live or I'll just pre-record it. But it is going to be masculine cards, since Father's Day is coming up, and we always are doing floral cards, so I just thought this would be good to do some masculine cards. So this is the stamp set called He's All That, so that's what I called my May virtual class. So I'll be doing it, like I said, online. There won't be any written instructions, but you'll have, if you have the supplies already, because you might have purchased this, you can go ahead and make it on your own and watch my video. Or I will send you a kit. If you shop with me and spend $35 or more before tax and shipping between the 18th and the 31st, let me see, 18th, I just put my TH. I know that wouldn't bug most people, but it bugs me. 18th and the 31st, and you'll get this card kit for free. It's not my regular card class to go. You're still going to get 8 supplies to make 8 of these cards, and these are the cards. Holy smokes, you're amazing. So that could be for anything. You could even do that for a graduation or a promotion on a job. Then this one, this is cute. It says, "Every day with you is another adventure." That'd be good. Even an anniversary card. And here's a Father's Day card, wishing you a happy Father's Day. And then this Happy Birthday to a Classic. So I thought that they were good cards for the men in our lives. And so you'll get enough to make 2 of everything. Everything will be pre-cut for you. You do not have to have the dies. There is a set of dies that come with this, but if you want the sentiments that I used, you'd need the He's All That stamp set. Sorry, I think I'm not in the image area that whole time. Let me see. There I am. Okay. So if you wanted to make them exactly like mine, you'd need this He's All That stamp set, which I think is $22. But you'd have to bring your order up to $35 or more. I think it's all in my email. If you're not on my email list, go to donnascreativespace.com. That's my blog. And there's a button on there. Hi, Ellie. How are you? There's a button on my donnascreativespace.com blog site that you can click on to send me your email address. But I put all the information in my email, and I'll be sending out another one in a few days. I usually send out a couple. And what else? So you'll get enough to make 2 of each of these. And I use Memento ink, but Early Espresso would be another good color to use if you have it. And if you don't want to use this set, you might have something else. You can just spend $35 on whatever you want. And you're just going to have these shaped die cuts to fit one of your own sentiments in there. All right, so that is my virtual card class, and I will be sending out an email and posting it again on Facebook. I'm good, love this. Oh yeah, I think I saw your order come in, Ellie. I think you bought this. So they won't be mailing till the end of the month because it runs till the 31st, so I have to make sure I get everybody. If I get them cut ahead of time, I'll start shipping early as your orders come in. But if you spend $50 or more, I'll include an embellishment. I don't know what. I use these black dots, and we have these new, I think they were called metallic dots on both of these. I put that in my email. And all right, so that's that. That's this. You'd have to use my host code. Like I said, shop with me at donnasingleton.stampin'.net. I think that's it. So let's get rid of that. Get that out of the way. All right, so I'm going to make a fun fold. I am using, I don't know if you're aware, but we have the new in colors. Let me pull this out and show you the in colors. I've used some of this paper already. So this is Starry Night, and the in colors, when you get this in color pack, it's 6 by 6, and you get 40 sheets. So there's 5 in colors, you got 8 sheets, and there's 4 designs for each sheet. So you get 4 sheets like this, and on the back, this one, these flowered one, has these stripes on the back. And then there's this, like I said, I already cut some of this. Then there is this, let's see, these two here. There's this, what do you call that? A plaid, right? Plaid. So you have a plaid design and then dots on the back of that. But I did make a card using this, so I'm going to show you that after we do this card. So that is Starry Sky. Then we have Orchid Oasis, which is kind of like a purplish blue. Right? It's not really purple, but it's not really a true blue. So you have the plaid and the flowers, and on the back we have the stripes and the dots. I think a lot of people forget that we have this, and these are nice little papers. I think 6 by 6 are manageable pieces. Nice to work with for making cards especially. So then this is Tahitian Tide. There's the florals, the plaids, and then the stripes and the dots. They're really cute. And this is Sweet Sorbet. I love these new in colors. And then Sweet Sorbet with the plaid and the stripes and the floral and the dots. And this is, the one I'm using today is Parakeet Party. So we have the floral, right? And the floral and the stripes, the plaid and the dots. So pretty, right? Okay, so that is our 2022-2024 in colors, and we get 5 new in colors every 2 years. So these are this year's, And let me put those aside now. And they also, another product that we have that I think that when you see this, you're going to want to get some of this. This is called the 2022-2024 In Color Glimmer Paper. Not glitter paper, but glimmer paper. And as you can see, I've used some of it. But in those same 5 colors, let me see if I can spread this out. You get, now it's just one-sided because it's thick and it's got that shimmery. Let me see, can you, I don't know if you can see this. It's shimmery. I think the camera's picking it up. Yeah, I think you can see this, right? So we have the Sweet Sorbet, and this comes, let me see how many pieces. I ripped the 20 pieces, so it's 5 colors, so 4 of each. So there's the Sweet Sorbet, and here's the Parakeet Party, which I've already cut some of that. Here's the Tahitian Tide. Oh, look at that. Isn't this gorgeous? Tahitian Tide. This is the darker one. So this is the Starry Night. Can you see the sparkles? It's like iridescent. And then here is Orchid Oasis. And like I said, it's textured, but it doesn't come off like glittery in your hands. Yes, it's very nice, Ellie. All right, so that's the glimmer paper. And I've got a couple of them cut because I used them already, and one I'm using today. Okay. I have a couple of embellishments that are out. These are called Fun Flowers Resin Shapes, and now these match the In Colors. These are the 2022-2024 In Color Matte Decorative Dots, and I believe I'm going to open it because you can't see the Sweet Sorbet, so I'll just kind of slide it out of the packaging. Pretty, right? So it's like 3 shades of blue, but one's really like a turquoise almost, and another one is kind of like a light purplish color. I don't know if which embellishments I will use yet, so I'm going to put those aside. These aren't in the same colors, but they're, let me see so we know what we have to work with, because something is hiding underneath that. Oh, look how pretty. So we have, that looks like Calypso Coral. I don't know, that's Fresh Freesia. This is maybe, I don't know if that's Daffodil or So Saffron. This is the Parakeet Party. This looks like Orchid Oasis maybe. But anyway, those are pretty. Maybe we'll use those green ones. I don't know. We'll see how when we're done with the card. All right, let's get started. Let me show you what we're going to need. Now, I am using the dies. These are the dies that are called Stylish Shapes dies. They kind of put like it's kind of like a stitching and a piercing. Some are dots and some are little dashes like stitching. So, and I've got all my pieces cut ahead so I don't waste too much of your time watching. So you're going to start with a piece of, and these are my colors. You're going to need a base. All right. And this is a base of, let me see. Is this the Thick Whisper White? Yeah, this is Thick Whisper White, and it's 5.5 by 4 1/4. And then I have a piece, then I have a colored piece. Now this is 5 1/4 by 4. Now this can be colored cardstock. It can be, you can emboss your colored cardstock. It could be a piece of Designer Series paper. I am using this glitter paper. Isn't it pretty? So that's that one. And then you're going to have a long piece that is 4 1/4 by 9. And we're going to do some scoring on this. And I'm going to get my trimmer out. Well, let me go through the pieces again. All right. On my sheet here, I said to use a strip of coordinating cardstock or DSP that's 1.5 by 2.5. And we're going to cut that down to a banner. And a piece of basic white that's about 1/2 inch by 2, and that'll be cut in a banner. Now, I will show you where I did cut it into a banner. I cut strips into a banner shape myself, but today I am going to show you what I did with these. All right, so I have a piece of white already cut. This was like about 1/2 inch, ends up at the 1/2 inch. I'm going to show you how I'm cutting this. And I think I have to decide when I get to that point whether I want to use, I think I'm going to use the dot side, but we'll see. So then you need a piece, let me lay these out, might help. All right, and this here, maybe I'll just leave this on here for a sec. All right, so you need a piece of designer series paper that is 2 3/4 by 4, and then a piece that is 1 3/4 by 4, and then a piece that is 3/4 by 4, and then another piece that's 3/4 by 4. Now after I cut this piece, now this was the 6 by 6 paper, right? And I cut, it was like this, right? Well, when I cut 4 inches, and then I just cut off, what was left was 3/4, so it was perfect to use a 6 by 6 piece. So if you use a designer series paper, you just need a strip, all right? And that's just scrap. All right, so 4 1/4 by 4. Everything's, these designer series paper are 2 3/4 by 4, 1 3/4 by 4, 3 3/4 by 4, and, no, I'm sorry, 3/4 by 4 and 3/4 by 4. You're better off reading my little post-it notes rather than listening to me. All right, so I'm going to put these aside. In fact, I'm going to take off the labels because we don't need those right now. And I'm going to put all this aside. Okay, and we're going to score our, this is 4 1/4 by 9 inches. All right. And hopefully my Sage Stampers team will, I'll have to send them this link so that they can watch how to do this, because we did it in the, we do a make and take, like, it's sort of a mystery. I don't tell them what it's going to look like ahead of time. I just tell them, like I said, I gave them this information, and then they had all the supplies ready. A few of them just watch, and a couple of them made it with me. And then we get to see how everybody's looks at the end. All right, so for this you're going to score. So you're going to use your lighter color of the two. The darker is the blade. The lighter one is a scoring. If you don't know about our trimmer, see, it's kind of like a rounded piece of metal. That's what scores it. And what I like about these trimmers is that it has this arm, this extension arm, and it, so you can cut 12 by 12 pieces. Like I had to open it to cut this down to 9 inches. So this is 4 1/4 by 9, but I'm going to close the arm because we don't need it anymore. And I'm going to score, my first score is at 1 inch. So I'm going to line up the 1 inch, close this, and I'm going to score right on the 1 inch line. Then I'm going to slide it over and score at the 2 inch line. And then I'll slide it over again and score at the 4 inch line. And then all the way over. And it actually works out great because there's this little ledge, but you line it up with the 6 inch, which is right flat with this edge, and you score. All right, so we have, and I don't think you can see the score lines because it's white, but it's at 1. We did 1 inch, 2 inch, 4 inch, and 6 inches. All right, so now we're gonna take your bone folder. And we're going to fold this. So this piece is the widest section. All right, so that's going to be on your back. So we're going to fold this either way. I like to put the mount. See the mountain? You have like a bump on one side and a dent on the other. So we're going to fold like this towards the biggest section and crease. And then we're going to fold it back like this and crease it. And then we'll fold it back again and crease it. You can kind of line up your edges too as you're doing this. And then once more it goes back, just like that. And this creates what we're making, an accordion card. But this is kind of short, as you can see. Like that. So now we're going to now we can assemble. All right. And I'm going to show you one last, we'll do a stamping at the end, and I'll show you how I'm going to cut this with my mini cutter. All right, just hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. So, sorry about that. I just had to check something. All right, so now, nothing like disappearing. All right. So this 5 1/4 piece by 4, we're gonna adhere it to this thick cardstock. Now you can use liquid glue, or you could use your tape runner. I'm using my seal. And I'm trying to think, I think I want the light on the bottom. So now I'm going to center this. So it's about 1/8 of an inch all the way around the edge, just like that. All right, so now that becomes our base. Now it's the size of a card. Let me grab one of these cards, right? It's the size of a card, but it's only the one piece, right? So you save a little bit of cardstock there, and it's kind of a neat little fold. Now this one here, we're going to glue this larger section right to the center of this. All right, so you can use your adhesive or you can use your liquid glue. What I'm going to do, because sometimes even though it's smooth but this textured, sometimes your tape runner doesn't stick to this shiny paper. So I'm going to use a little bit of each. So I'm going to turn this over, and on this back side I'm going to put some adhesive with my adhesive runner. But then I'm also going to put down the center of it, I'm going to put some liquid glue, because I know that sometimes it's hard to stick to the glimmer paper because it's got that shiny smooth surface. So you're going to want it open. Mine, I want it open to the left. You could certainly have it open to the right. But with it folded, I'm going to center it right smack in the middle. I'm just eyeballing. I don't have any grid paper out. But I'm just going to eyeball it and kind of center this. And press it down like that. So now it's right in the middle of our card. All right, and I'm going to press it down the back like this. All right, so that's on there. And now we're just going to sort of decorate. So what I'm thinking, so the designer paper is two-sided, so you could decide to put whichever side you like. But I'm leaving this particular panel blank. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I probably should have zoomed in when I was scoring. I'm going to zoom in, and hopefully I'll remember to zoom out. But I'm using, now that I'm done with the glimmer paper, I'm just going to use my runner. And I think this first one, I'm going to use the flowers. So I think that's pretty. And all you're going to do is center. So you end up with this like an 1/8 inch all the way around. Give this little 1/8 inch margin. Now, you could use a colored piece for these. Where I used white, you could use colored cardstock. You could use 2 different colors. You can use the same color, 2 different colors. Now this one I said I'm going to leave plain. And this one I'm thinking of doing, so I'm using the same piece for this banner. I think I'll put the plaid on the inside. Let me see, because you're going to see a little bit of everything. So this is what I'm thinking. Let me audition. I've already used the flowers. So I can have it either look like this, or I can have it look like this. But my little banner is going to go across. I'm going to use opposite. So maybe I'll do the dots in here and the banner in plaid. I think that's what I'm going to do. All right. Because most of our papers are two-sided. So you get to choose which one you like better than, kind of audition it and see which one you like. And what I like about using this pack of designer paper is that you can pull out the color you want to use and just take all the different designs. This is a great piece to use all the different designs. Now, you can do this with any designer series paper that we have. And one of the fun things about, or one of the nice things about Stampin' Up! Is that all the papers coordinate. We coordinate our designer paper with our cardstock, with our embellishments, with our ribbons. It really is a nice product. All right, so now I'm going to put this glitter paper on the inside. So since I'm using the back, and the back is just like smooth paper. Let's see, sorry, I might have been out of the image area when I was doing that. I'm going to just continue with my adhesive. And, but if you have trouble lining things up, you might want to use the liquid glue, because it takes a little bit of time, and you can kind of move it around a little. It gives you that wiggle room when you use the liquid glue. think I'm zoomed in too much. Am I zoomed in too much? What do you guys think? I don't want you to feel like you're just staring at my knuckles. What's the weather like where you guys are? I know Susan's local, so she's probably got the same weather as me. It's sunny out. It's still a little cool. I think it's supposed to hit mid to high 70s today, and the next 2 days is going to be the 90s. So look at this. So now this is where I would write my little message to someone, and then it just folds up like this. Isn't it cute? But we're going to still do a little bit of decorating. So now I already have this. I am going to use, I want a tiny little sentiment. So I pulled out the Sending Smiles, and I'm going to use the Birthday Wishes because it happens to be perfect size for this. Let me see if I have a block handy. Let's see. Okay, I have a block handy. I haven't even used this ink pad yet. I'm so excited I haven't used this color. So let me grab my, where is my, hang on a sec, here it is. I had it all ready. My Stampin' Pierce Matte. So it gives me, because they're photopolymer, you want a little bit of cushion behind you. You could use a foam pad, but I kind of like this size. Now I'm going to zoom out, I think. Let me see if I get back to normal. I think I'm back to normal now. I think I am. All right, so let me see. Like I said, I haven't used this color yet. Oops, upside down, but it came out good, right? All right, so I'm gonna put this, because I'm gonna cut the left side off because I only want a banner on one side. I'm going to stamp this off to the right. Let's see, hopefully I got it centered. Good enough. All right, and that's all the stamping I'm doing. Actually, you know what? Maybe I think since I'm here. Hold on one second. You leave that for good. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Yep. All right, so I'm going to take this little flower, I think, and maybe, I don't know, I haven't used this at all. I think maybe I'll use this little, well, I'm just going to use the flower, I think, because, and I'm going to do it in green, because there's not a lot of room on the inside. So I'll just take this little A block. Let me test this. It's always, oh, this is a cute little flower. Oops, I smudged it. Let me try again. There. All right, so I'm just going to put it on the inside. I probably should have done this before I stamp, but maybe I'll just put it up here. Just like that. Yeah, just to decorate the little, actually, maybe I'll put two. The only thing is this is an uneven surface, so I don't know if, oh, that's what I'll do. I'll fold it over, so I get an even stamp. Perfect. All right, let me close the ink up. Don't forget you could decorate your envelopes too. All right, so now we're done stamping. Let me get out my mini cut and emboss machine. I love this little guy because it doesn't take up a lot of room, and as long as it's something. So I'm going to use my number 1 plate. I'm going to use a number 2, and then I'll put my designer series paper down with my banner. And the banners, I think I told you, these are from the Stylish Shapes dies. We used to have ones that were called Stitch Shapes, and they discontinued them a while ago, but I like these. We have squares and 4 different banners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different squares and 5 different circles. 1, 2, 3, 6 different circles. 5 different squares, 6 different circles, and 4 different banners. So I'm going to put this here on the 1 and 2, and I'm going to sandwich it. I'm sorry if you can hear the cars going by. I have my front window open because it is so nice out. So, all right, let me get this lined up. Hang on. And we're going to, oops, it slipped. Hang on. All right. All right. All lined up. Give it a crank. It's a great little machine. I love it because it doesn't take up a lot of room. And it just snaps back. Sides fold up. Get rid of this. And just move it all the way. Easy peasy. Okay. So for this, isn't this pretty? I love the stitching on this. It's like a piercing. It's not stitching because it's little dots, where if it was stitching it would be like lines, little dash lines. All right, so this is going to go on here like this. And I think I'm going to use the liquid glue so that I have a little bit of wiggle room. And I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm only going to put glue on one side because I'm going to cut. And you could use your, I could use my, what do you call it? The, excuse me, the adhesive runner. But I'm going to use my liquid glue so I can center it. Make sure I get it exactly where I want it. And I have a little bit, like I told you, you have a little bit of wiggle room when you're using the liquid glue. All right, just like that. Now this is going to go on my card, but I don't, is it straight? Let me just hang on. Yeah, that's straight. I don't want it to go, I'm going to cut these two pieces off. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to cut, oh, I should have put, you know what? I have an idea. I didn't do this with the sample that I did. In fact, I have the little pieces that I cut off. I can't see what I'm doing. The light's behind it. Hang on. Just put a little bit of glue in there. So I am going to glue the whole thing down. That way I can use this little piece for something else. Because I just thought of something. Alright, so I'm going to take my trimmer. And as long as I have a little bit of white space to the left of birthday, I just cut it off. You could use scissors if you wanted, but I want to make sure I was cutting it off straight. So I use my trimmer. All right, so now let me close this up. Okay, so now I only want this. See, that's much better. See how that looks now? It kind of, instead of having the banner to the left, it's just the banner to the right. I think it's really cute. So what I want to do, and I want to put adhesive behind part of this, but not the whole thing. So I am going to turn it upside down, and I'm going to take a pencil and just put a line on the back because we won't see this, and that's where my adhesive can go up to. All right, so I'll take my adhesive and like that, and I'm going to put this kind of centered, just like this, I think, right? And it's just going to go like that. And because I only did the adhesive up to that line I drew, it's not going to get stuck back here. So isn't that cute? So there's our card. We have to decorate it, but this is what I was thinking of. What if I put this right here? Look at, so when you opened it, I wonder what that would look like. What do you think? So when you opened it, you'd only have that little banner there. What do you guys think? I'm like trying to think of something to do with this last piece. I could also put it like, I don't know. I just thought that maybe it'd be kind of cute to put it behind that so when it's opened. I don't know. Maybe I'll leave it off for now. All right, so that's our card. Let's see. What should we put? So we put, you know what? I wonder if these green flowers will show up. Let me get my take your pick tool out. And let's see if green on green will be too, oops. They have a little adhesive on the back. I think you could see them. What do you guys think? I could use these green flowers, but do they blend in too much? Let me zoom in a little bit. Do you think they blend in too much? Should I use it something different? Because this green is kind of has a little bit of white. It's shaded. They're darker ones, and then it goes lighter. So I could use the lighter ones. Those might show up better. What do you think? You guys want to be the judge? I think the balls look good like there because I think I'll use the balls because the little dots because they kind of go with this. So I'll put another one here, and then maybe I'll put a little one. Maybe I'll put the little one. Hey, stay here. Maybe I'll put it right. Oh, I don't know where I want. Maybe I'll put it here. What do you think? I think I like that. Oh, but I was gonna put on a bow. I was gonna do a bow of white. Let's see what this white bow looks like. So I may want to move my dots. So let me tie a little bow. just like that. Okay. All right. I have a little bow now. And I need my... The thing with twine, though, is when it kind of twists up and you have to play with it a little bit more than normal. All right. Let's do that. Oh, I forgot I zoomed in. Here you are looking at my knuckles this whole time. The balls show up better. Yeah, I think the lighters... You're right, Ellie and Susan. Yep, the balls look better. I really do like these florals. Because there's two sizes, but I just think it's... they just get lost because they match the color so much. So the lighter dots seem to work. All right. So I think I'm going to put this... Oh, you know what? I don't have my glue dots in here. And that's so funny. Oh, you know what I could use? I forgot I pulled this out. I think I want to use this instead. I forgot this is the in color twine. So this actually matches it perfectly. Let me make a bow of this and we'll see which one we like better. Oh, I think I like this one better because it's got the white in it, but it's also got the parakeet party. All right. I think I changed my mind on the bow. But again, I didn't bring in my glue dots. And that happened at my team meeting on Tuesday night. I said, oh, I don't have my glue dots here. But let's see. Oh, I do like this. I do like this bow. So I want to put it here. Right? I could put it on with my glue. All right, let me do this. Of course, I'm going to have to hold it there for a second. But let me put it on the back of the bow, I think. Just a little bit. A little goes a long way. Oops. Came out and then it sucked it back in. I'm going to put it right there. And I'm going to hold it for a second. Because it doesn't dry right away. But, oh, no, it's not going to. Hang on. Let's hope it stays. I wish I had remembered I left my glue dots. That's good. Let's see if it's going to stay. Stay, please. Of course, I need to trim it, but I'll wait to trim it. But I think that's cute. I want to do it like at an angle, though, so that I don't cover up my birthday wishes. Oh, I think that's cute. See that? Isn't that a fun fold card? So let me show you what I made at the team meeting the other night. I used the new designer paper that is called, oh, it's a big stack. If you place an order that's $150, you are considered the hostess, or you could get a couple of friends together. The bow really finishes it. It does, Ellie. You love it. Oh, thank you, Ellie. This paper is in the catalog. It's in the back where under host. But it's a big pack. Last catalog, we had the one called Patent Party. This is called Design a Daydream. And it's a pack of 48 sheets. So it's a really big pack. And they're all two-sided. And it's a nice weight paper. But it's really pretty. So I decided to use this. Now this, as I was saying, it's a host item. So only hostesses could order it. Let me unzoom. I didn't realize I was zoomed in so much. Have I unzoomed yet? I'm trying to watch because of course the camera is delayed. So let me see. All right, now I think I'm unzoomed. Zoomed out. Is that the right term? So let me put this like that for a sec. So this paper is $18, but you can only buy it if you're a host. So if your order, whether it's yours alone or you get a couple of friends to go in on order, you can choose this as one of the items because you collect host rewards once you get to $150 and you get 10%. At that point, it goes up a little higher with the bigger your order. But this is an item that you can, isn't that pretty? So anyway, I used this at my team meeting the other night, and this is the card I made, Birthday Wishes. And we used some colored, what are the new ones called? They're called glossy dot assortments. So I used the blue, but try to pull out the blue in this. So this paper is that set I just showed you, which is a nice big pack. And then I also did one just about the same way as the one we just did, but I didn't put any embellishments on it. This is in the Starry Sky designer paper. That's the In Color Starry Sky. So those are the 3 cards, 3 different cards. This is the one we did today. This is the one I did at my team meeting, and no, this is the one I did at my team meeting, and this was my sample for the team meeting. Which do you guys like better? Do you have a preference? Do you like the Parakeet Party, the Starry Sky, or what did I tell you this was? I have to get used to all the new product. The new catalog came out. This is called Designer Daydream designer paper. I mean, I like this one, but I do like the In Color. But Parakeet. Oh, Susan, you like this one? It is very pretty. Do you remember Lemon Lime? I think that was the name of the ink we had in the paper. The color, it was an In Color, I believe, and it was Lemon Lime. It was so pretty. So this kind of reminds us a little more greeny than our Lemon Lime, but I love the colors in this paper. But anyway, that is our fun fold today. And just remember that if you decide to shop with me, I know Ellie, you already have, but you will get my card kit to go. No, it's not a card kit to go. It's my virtual card class. I do my card kit to go the first half of the month. Second half of the month, I do another class. And sometimes I only give you 4, but I'm going to give you 8 of these. So you get 2 of each of these. You're going to get a kit, and I'm going to do it. It'll be a virtual class. It'll be, you like all of them. Thank you, Ellie. And you like the parakeet, but you like all of them. Yeah, I do. I just like this fun fold. It's easy and it's fun and it's a good way to use up scraps too. So anyway, I am going to do this class either right here in my Facebook page, or I will at least upload it here. I may pre-record it and upload it here. And then I will also be, but I'll probably go live. And it'll be the beginning of the week. And I will also upload it to YouTube. So if you shop with me, use my host code, spend over $35, you'll get a set of, to make these 4 cards, 2 of each. So it'll be 8 cards total. And again, this is the stamp set I used. But you can use any stamp set that you have. I mean, you won't be able to do these 4 little things, but otherwise it was really just the sentiments I used. And I think that's it for that. I think that's that. So if you are watching live here on Facebook, thank you for watching. If you're watching the replay, I appreciate that also. And if you're watching on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button, and if you like the video, hit the like button. And if you want to be notified when I do videos, then you can go ahead and hit the little bell for notifications. But I do appreciate you watching and spending your lunchtime on Friday with me. And I'm probably going to come back in a day or so to do, I got my paper pumpkin, so I'll probably be doing an unboxing within the next day or so. So take care, guys, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.